Another day, another gruesomely grotesque boy band. There we go. Ooh, lovely. Yoink. I think this is my favorite looking front man. The hair is just fabulous. And we are donezo. That wasn't too bad. This will actually give us enough for 2 weapons, which is always nice. What's up? Today we're doing the Koda Caustacyst, which is quite a lovely melee scythe. And now I remember when the original Caustacyst came out and it was broken as hell back in the day, and then they nerfed it and it just became a scythe that did a little bit of corrosive damage and had a unique mechanic that didn't do anything. So I was really hoping they were going to address that with the Koda variant, and luckily they did. The Koda variant of the Caustacyst requires Mastery rank 17 and still does primarily corrosive damage with a decent amount of slash and puncture and a little bit of impact on the side. The biggest change here is that it actually has a viable crit chance of 19% with an above average 2.3 times crit multiplier while still retaining a really high 41% status chance. Additionally, the corrosive wave you fire with heavy attacks actually has decent stats. It still doesn't scale with much, but at least it's much better at proccing status. So it actually makes sense to use it somewhat regularly. And that's enough blabbering, so let's give it a shot, shall we? Comparison here, more damage, more status. The crit chance though, that is a significant increase. I guess we're doing Stalking Fan, don't really feel like repolarizing the stance slot here. And we're officially out of potatoes, wowee. I know Tenokai is a good idea on most weapons, but here it's an absolute no-brainer, so let's slap in Opportunity's Reach, because it allows you to use the unique trait without really doing anything special. Get some damage, bit of crit, and let's get Galvanized Steel for crit damage as well. I have an idea, so in addition to the corrosive and heat, I want to run Magnetic Rush, which is also going to give us some extra attack speed. Initially I thought we might do a rainbow build, but Focus Radon has that heavy attack efficiency, which is useless for us here, so probably not that. This is why I want to do it. Melee Vortex is really fun, and I can't see another arcane being particularly good here outside of just like ham-fisting and Influence, so let's go with a Vortex setup. Weeping Wounds are going to be cracked with 41% base status. Hell yeah. I genuinely think gas is going to be the way to go. We could go with blast as well, but like corrosive gas and magnetic is a really nice combo because we can like strip their armor with corrosive, damage them with gas, and then magnetic with vortex is going to group them up. So that could be really good. I want to take out Arcane Strike to see what the attack speed is like. Aha, there goes Vortex. Can I get a proc please? Yes, and then you just whoosh. And that's basically the idea of the build. Seems pretty good to me. I'll take it over another bloody influence build, that's for damn sure. Definitely needs more attack speed though, it's pretty slow. For now I'm just gonna put in Unranked Quickening for some attack speed while I level it up, but eventually we will run Berserker Fury. Greetings, Saya, welcome to the party. And Vino, yes. Can't see anything. But Vortex is such a fun arcade. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. Oh, 29 mil. Yeah, I'm seeing some serious numbers from the heavy attacks, which is good because it means we don't necessarily have to fill in the rest of the mods with damage. We have more than enough of that. I'm definitely putting in Berserker Fury because I just like high attack speed, though Arcane Strike could do the trick as well. And the other one, it doesn't really matter. Like, you could add more damage, but do you really need to? Why not just run, like, I don't know, Healing Return or Life Strike and get mad healing instead? I'm genuinely curious how many people do like endurance style stuff, so you know, what percentage of the player base routinely goes above level, I don't know, 500, maybe 1000? I'm actually very pleasantly surprised here. I was somewhat concerned they weren't gonna do enough with the wave and it was just gonna be a stat buff, but this is nice, I like this. Okay, solid damage, very solid damage actually. Where did you go? Hello, Torment, come here please. Yeah, that's solid enough. Considering, again, we are still missing mods. That's pretty good. And there we go. Big attack speed. Nice. For now, I guess we could just run Reach. I absolutely love automating things like this. Like, I know I can do essentially the same thing by just running Nidus or Korra or whatever, but, you know, setting something up in a very particular way so that it automates something like this is very satisfying to me. Honestly, like, fun-wise, this is like a 9 out of 10 for me. Do you know what's really annoying, actually? I didn't really mind it at first, but the more I play with it, the worse it gets. The way the frame swings the weapon into the camera over and over and over again. I guess it's more of an issue with the stance than the weapon, though. But then again, I didn't really notice it with the other... Well, I suppose... Yeah, I guess that's because, well, the other sides don't have 2 giant blades and a bunch of tentacles flailing around. Man, now that I've realized what it is, did you, like, see it? It's so, like, in your face. Oh no, what have I done? Now, because I don't really need anything specific, I think I'm just gonna go with Galvanized Elementalist for the damage, but you could also go with Reach for extra range, or you could just run Healing Return or Life Strike for mad healing. That's up to you. Oh, here they go. This is such a good combo. I'll have to reformat the stance. It's just, I refuse to let it ruin what is otherwise an absolutely fantastic setup. So here's the final setup for the Koda Caustacyst. This one specifically is made for a heat-based Koda Caustacyst. Now, one somewhat unfortunate thing here is that the stance that fits the polarity the weapon comes with, which is Stalking Fan, swings the weapon into the camera quite a bit. So if you find that annoying, you're gonna have to reformat the stance and run Reaping Spiral instead. It's actually something I'm going to do after this video is edited and uploaded as well. But anyway, for our Tenukai trigger, we have Opportunities Reach, which also gives us a bunch of range on our heavy attacks. We run Condition Overload for base damage, Blood Rush and Galvanized Steel for crit chance and crit damage, and Weeping Wounds for a ton of status. We follow that up with Magnetic Rush, which on top of a nice bit of extra attack speed gives us magnetic damage. This then enables us to run Melee Vortex to group enemies up. This is tremendous because we also run Virulent Scourge, which combines with our Valent Heat bonus to create gas, so as the enemies get balled up into a neat little package, they get absolutely destroyed by the overlapping gas clouds. Then you can either run Galvanized Elementalist for the most damage, alternatively you can run Primed Reach for more range, or even Healing Return or Life Strike for a ton of healing, and to top it all off we have Berserker Fury for a ton of attack speed. Next up we have the Naramon Focus School, which is used to sustain our combo. If you're running a different Focus School, you're either gonna have to run a Dexterity Arcane or swap out one of the mods for a combo based one. And finally, it's also a good idea to have a solid priming pad, because you just get more status, leading to more damage through Condition Overload, as well as the benefit of all those status effects. Some people like Volpaphylas, I'm more of a Hound guy, but even a Moa with Hellstrom is just fine. I was pretty skeptical about this one, not gonna lie. I didn't think they were gonna do much with the wave. I thought they were gonna do the Synapse thing and just give it better stats. But they made it bigger, gave it more status, hell, they even gave it some crit. And while it still doesn't do tremendous damage, it is actually a useful thing. So yes, I would recommend you give the Koda Caustacyst a shot, especially with the Vortex build. Definitely try that. It's really fun. And as always guys, I thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Then I would also like to extend a special thank you to all the channel members. Thank you very much guys, I really appreciate your support, it means a lot to me. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.